audit issues and start distributing those. And my main distraction, I do not have any. I'll pass it to Ratio.
Yeah, so I guess my intentions are to clarify some things with about some of my tasks here. And I got some other outside of TEC issues to take care of today, and distractions. I'm kind of like you, Zepti. I don't really have any at this moment, so I will pass to Mario.
Thank you. My intention is to learn a little bit about what transparency is. Last community call that I can like come in with you guys and learn about everything. So that's why I'm here. That's my intention. Learn a little bit more about transparency. And distractions, no distractions. I'll pass it to NT.
Thanks, Mario. My intentions are pretty much just to be informed on what's happening in the TC. I think I figured transparency could be a nice way to overview some stuff, and also like see if you guys need some help. And and distractions. Well, I have something to do in 1 hour, and I have to prepare some notes, but not like a big distraction, anyways. I'll pass it to Gain.
Hey everyone. My intention is to learn more about transparency and the organization as a whole. My distraction is actually I was just over at comms, which was supposed to be having a meeting as well, and it looks like there wasn't anyone over there. So I'm a little confused by that. Yeah, I think those are the questions. So thanks everyone. I just jumped in, so I'm not sure who else hasn't gone yet.
I think Ivy is the last one.
Yeah, I'm the last one.
Okay, go ahead.
My intentions are to go through the agenda with you guys and see where I can support and also record this call. So for the in case just a little reminder that this call is being recorded and it will be published on YouTube as part of our transparency practices. And my distraction, I'm having a little allergy, so but that's a little distraction. I pass it back to Zepti.
Yeah, thank you, Ivy. Maybe I also can answer to Guyan. Maybe like the comms meeting is cancelled because Chu is like the one leading that call and he is on 8th November. I didn't receive any notification to remove the event or anything, but that might be the reason. Like this week is a bit weird, like people still in Denver. But it should be fixed like late this week, like people is going back home.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Thank you, Zepti.
And then let's first I put in the agenda like clarification with the ratio issues. So maybe you say what are your issues, Ratio, and we try to address those.
I'm sorry. What was the question? I apologize.
In the run of intentions and distractions, you said like you have some issues that you like to clarify. I'm just
you answered it in the DM. So that was it.
Cool.
Yeah, that was a question I had.
Great.
Right,
okay, so the next topic in update the weekly hours. I normally do it Monday before the call, but let me open the doc.
Maybe we can can we put the link to this document on the top of the agenda document, so every time we have a weekly meeting we get reminded of updating it. I think I forgot to update mine last
Yeah.
week.
It's in the stewards channel as well. I mean, our transparency channel. Sorry.
Great. I also thank you, Rachel. I also add the link here in the agenda. So yeah, just a reminder, like everyone, just update the weekly hours that contribute. That if someone contributed to the transparency working group, and then yeah, just the topic of the week. Like actually, like this is the like Ivy created an epic with all the issues for the audit. Let me transparency. So yeah, we have like all these parts of the audit, the 7 parts, and then yeah, basically the first part is like the processes. Second part is both and results. Actually, part 2 is decisions. That should be assigned to you, Ratio, I think, if you still want to take it. And yeah, I think like we need to get you onboarded on SendHub, so we can assign this issue to you. I know like you and Ivy were trying to onboard yourself. I don't know, is there any update? Do you have a GitHub handle?
Yes, I do. It's I'm about to log into it right now.
Okay.
That's what I was doing when you were referencing me. I was trying to log into it. Yeah, I don't know if I have access or not. I'll find out shortly. I'm about to log into it.
Okay. And then yeah, when you are in this dashboard, I can assign this issue to you. And then yeah, the intention, I think, like February is gone, so the June dashboard is ready. So yeah, my biggest intention like would be like distribute those issues, decisions. Probably Rachel, you are already taking care of it, and then yeah, start working on these parts of the audit.
Yeah, my issues. What was that? Coordinator workspace. All right. It was on the transparencies in Hub.
Yeah, you just had this label of transparency, and then are you Ratio also in SendHub?
Yeah, I'm on it right now. I was just in the transparent. I filtered out to transparency, and I was only seeing like 3. I think it was like 3 items under. No idea how I did that, but
I don't see your handle here.
it's static ratio.
Oh, okay.
ST8 TIK ratio RATIO.
But it should. Are you in this repo?
Yeah. As far as I know, I'm on the Zen Hub, and I can see the. Yeah, here I'll show you. I'll share the screen real quick. I think that's it. I'm under rewards. That's what I was under. So. Yeah, I don't have the. I don't know if I have transparency in here. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. So yeah, I'll need access to transparency. But I'm already in the TEC Zen Hub. I just don't have access to transparency.
I mean, when you can have access to the board. I just need to invite your team.
Yeah, here.
Okay. Start. Wait, I just copy that link and you can log in.
Are you
I'll
on
DM you with that link.
Do you have access to the repository? Maybe I can give you access.
Yeah.
I just sent him an invite link. So I think if you accept that link, then I can just assign this issue to you.
I think it
Yeah,
should be.
I'm on the. I've got that, but I don't see a transparency. Like, does transparency have their own workflows? Okay.
It's the whole TC coordination workspace.
Okay, yeah, I've already got it then. Yeah, I'm good. I appreciate it. Oh, I see. Okay. So everything's just gotcha. Cool.
But for some reason I don't see you here. Do you know Ivy? Why? Oh, ST8. Okay. No, I still don't see you.
Is he on the organization? I think he has to be.
Yeah, I just sent him a link to invite to the team. Like
Let
this
me
one.
just double check in the in GitHub, because I usually we add them on GitHub and not on ZenHub. So let me just
Yeah.
Okay.
check it quickly if it's in the organization. Hold on.
No, I need to log in.
Also, if you can invite me.
Can you send me your handle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll DM you.
Or okay. Let me find you. Okay. I just need to log in quickly. Okay, I sent you an invite, Auntie. Ratio, can you send me your GitHub handle?
Yes, I will.
Thanks.
Where do you invite people, Ivy? Are you seeing my screen?
I can share my screen. Here on GitHub. So you go to your profile, and then you will see your organizations here. So you go to TEC, and then people. So if they are not here yet, like Ratio, so he's not a member yet. So what I will do is invite him and add his this one, right?
Okay.
Is this right, Ratio? Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
And then you send them an invite, and then that's it.
Great. Thank you, Ivy.
And then he needs to approve it so he can use the ZenHub board.
Great. So yeah,
I don't know if I had write access or not to the ZenHub, but yeah, I could see it just fine. I could see everything on there.
yeah, but the idea is also to
I think
onboard you.
Design Hub needs a separate invitation. I'm not sure, honestly, how does that work?
No, normally it's linked to the.
I mean, separate
Okay.
separate from the GitHub invite.
No, I think it should be the same. Like
Oh.
when we upgraded to ZenHub, like no one did anything. Like it was just started using the ZenHub, but it's like GitHub. Yeah, if you got access to the GitHub, and you modify the GitHub, it also modifies the ZenHub. It's just like a different view.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, like the first point of the audit is like check out all the TEC processes and say what are the ones that are relevant during those 3 months that were the one that been stopped. If there's any, yeah, I mean, yeah, follow all these processes, and then part 3 is what on results.
Can you share
And
your
this is-
screen, Zep?
Oh, I'm not sharing, sorry. This is the one that is ratio doing. So I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'll try one last time. No, I can still not. Then part 2 is decisions. Probably this one is one of the hardest one because you need to be very in the loop. Like if a steward was onboarded, offboarded, like all these small decisions, like in the community call that do not have any votes, they should be represented on the audit. And then,
How am I supposed to come up with that information?
can you repeat?
As far as new stewards being onboarded.
Yeah, I mean, when you get an like like we make it into the audit. Like, okay, this on January there was an steward onboarding. This is the name. Like make all this information available to the community. Normally, like we do a ceremony when we onboard an steward.
Okay. So it's a known event then. It's not something that's.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think I've been here and a new steward has been onboarded yet.
Yeah, the last one was probably by V. And actually,
This
yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
this also
Go ahead, Ivy.
this also covers those decisions that went through the advice process in the forum. So if you go to the forum there, like the transparency audit, it didn't go through voting, but it went through the advice process, and then we decided to do the organizational audit. So yeah, those decisions.
I think this one also can be if you want to ratio like take like I think there's very similar issue like the 3 and 2. And
Oh yeah,
since
I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought 2 was mine. That's why I was asking questions. I apologize.
Oh great! I mean, I still think like 2 and 3 are hand to hand. So when you're working on 3, like you are going to see a lot of information of 2. So yeah, maybe like you can take 3 and 2, and we can also of course like doesn't mean like you are going to do like you being assigned doesn't mean like you are going to work alone. Like we can still work together, but being assigned means like you are responsible for carrying the flag, like to make sure like this issue gets done.
Right. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. Then also we have. Actually, I would like to participate on this one that are more analysis, but I mean also like feel free to collaborate. I don't know, Ivy, if you have like special preference for anyone or anyone in this call, if anyone wants to pick something. Like if not, I'll take them.
Oh, it's weird because I'm still not showing up in ZenHub.
Yeah, I've been trying to sign those to you.
Yeah, I think it takes time to yeah, probably later tomorrow it should be there. Or can you refresh, Zep? And Guyan, I already gave you also an access to the repository. I sent you an invite.
Okay, cool. And will that appear on GitHub? Where do I see that?
You'll actually get an email, whatever email
Oh.
is assigned to your GitHub.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Yeah. Rachel, can you try to assign yourself? Maybe.
Yeah, I tried that in ZenHub. But I'm not even listed as a member.
Did you accept the link?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it takes. I think one time it was Freshel who got the access like the next day. If you still don't have access by tomorrow, let me know.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do.
Zep, do you want if you want, we can share part 1 and part 2 if no one is taking them.
Yeah, I mean, those are the ones that I like the less.
Oh.
But definitely we can work on that together.
Yeah, I think I can take part 1 because this is mainly on mostly documentation, and I think.
Yeah, so I assign you one.
Yes.
I mean, like, since this audit is going to be for the next 3 months, I think like my idea is like for next week having all the information that is going to be presented in processes, and then we can discuss it and even make an open call. So like you make this process 1 template, then the transparency team, we make we make a review all together and add new ideas or different points of view, and then we can also open it to an open call for the broad community to gather more people, or even make a forum post with all those parts, and then yeah, start filling those in. And probably I don't know, is that too much, or too many processes to reach a good state, or do you prefer we keep it under transparency and we take care of it? And yeah, I don't know, what's your opinion?
I mean, I'm not assigned. I mean, I know Ivy said she was going to take it, but I think if you just leave it in transparency for now and see if we can get all the processes first.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would be also would be faster. So yeah, looking at the calendar, maybe by next call, your ratio take care of 2 and 3, and then the idea is you present how would you address those points. I would encourage you to use this form, correct? Let me share. Oh, 1P. Oh, not in this topic. Let me put this on the transparency channel. And if you look at Chu, this is like the big titles, and then the idea is you build how you want to make those, this is the big 2 topics, but then inside those big topics, maybe do you want to write more, write less?
Maybe you can go to the comment section because that one is not updated. Be updated there, or should we edit the post and update the?
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. But this is part 2. That's much better, Ivy. That's true. Yeah, like, and then put all those stuff. Like, this is like actually, this is like choosing. Like, I don't think like we need a whole section to choosing and offboarding new stewards, but it's like some examples, and then you made this. Like you are, you put your creativity on this point, and yeah, start building. Like, I hope you think I would represent better the community, and show all this information regarding this topic.
Where did you put this link at?
It's on the under transparency in our chat.
Okay, because I put the document I thought that Ivy had created. I think it looks different.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that's been a pin message, right? Yeah, transparency. Oh yeah, it's here. Yeah, you don't need to go to the forum. Yeah.
All right, yeah, I put that link already in transparency then.
Okay. Yeah, I also pin it. So if you go to the pinned message, it's always going to show the first one. So you Ivy take processes, right? So I mean, it's 7 points. Are you fine with 2 points for this week ratio, or do you would prefer like take on just one? Like,
For what? For the processes?
yeah. So to build the template of like for next week on next Monday.
Yeah, no, if you can give me one, that'd be awesome.
Okay. So which one do you prefer? One or 2 or 3? Like more on the votes and results, which is like more where you're working on, or more on the decisions?
Yeah, I can do the votes, and I'll work on both of them. I mean, I don't know if they'll both be fully completed or not, but I can work on both of them.
Okay. Yeah, that seems also a good plan. And then,
By the way, Zap, I won't be able to start the process until next week because this week I will be available for only until Wednesday. Then I'll start working on the processes on part 1 next week, if that's okay.
okay, yeah, of course. Okay.
I think I'd like to take the part 5 just to get sort of used, and then probably,
Oh yeah,
and then I'll see if I can take on another one.
great. Are you in the?
I think you can get a lot of those. I think 5, 6. I don't know what the other ones are.
Yeah,
A lot of those can come from Dune Analytics. I
Yeah.
believe, which is cool.
Okay. So I'll take. I mean, probably 4 is the. I can take this one.
and so like I don't know if there's any kind of requirement or how do you how should be the template done? I guess full document, but I don't know if there's any preference for anything
Actually like.
or any procedure for how to set up the document.
Yeah, that was my question. I think last week or the week before last.
I mean, ideally we start. Go ahead, Ivy.
Yeah, I mean, all this information is available on Dune Analytics. Maybe you can, if you have suggest, like if you NT has, because you're the one who's gonna see all the data initially, and then yeah, maybe if you have a better suggestion on how to present them, we have a graphic designer, Acid Laser, and he can execute the visual representation of those data. But I think what's important is to pull out the data from Dune Analytics and put the and add them here in this document.
Okay, so we'll just sort of take all the data and then we'll figure out how to.
Yeah.
I would
But,
say probably just put it in bullet format for now.
yeah,
Just-
exactly.
just
Because
to show.
the data you're going to take it, just the last day before. Like, we don't need to worry about the data. Like, Doodle Analytics is taking all the data for us, and we just only need to, get well formatted and, also like type. I would love also to, a little description on every point.
Sure.
And yeah, that's it. And
That sounds
then
fun.
6 is monitoring community building selling activities.
But just a reminder that when we present this information, we won't be like it's nice to have those description, but we shouldn't be adding or like analysis of the data. So it's just more like a presentation of facts and data. I mean, just a reminder when we write the description.
So I can't put in there like I don't know why this proposal passed. No, I'm just kidding.
You can write it in the forum.
I'm not so sure about 7 because we were not able to, say how many governance tokens. I mean, how many? No, total supply, yes, but this like how many are available to voting? We have like
You can put a circulating supply. If you know, if you,
Can you
you
see
don't
this
know
in the gardens? Maybe this data is available in the garden.
In the gardens, you can see like the total supply, but you cannot see like the available, because from the total supply, so maybe on an LP, in
yeah, exactly.
like we can probably just put we can probably just do some maths in take the amount in LPs and just extract that. But there's a bunch of dexes around, so probably won't be as accurate. But that's something we can do as well.
Oh, cool. Maybe we can look at all that. Maybe we can list all the dexes that offer TEC.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think the only ones like having considerable amount of TC are Honeyswap and probably just SushiSwap and
No, there's no liquidity.
Swapper.
She's swap as far as I know. But I mean, anyone can just put their TC anywhere. Like I could bridge TC to Polygon if I would like to, right?
Yeah, but I mean, at least if we take into consideration the biggest dexes, we are going to like it might not be 100% accurate, but it will be a close estimate of all the TC in LPs versus all the TC in external addresses.
Uh,
Yeah,
I don't-
you get a larger footprint.
Yeah, but like I think it's impossible to get it like 100% accurate.
I'm not so sure. Like I really don't like to present data that's not accurate. I mean, we could say it, but like the idea of the audit is like be providing objective data and avoiding any kind of subjective data.
Well, what we could do is maybe perhaps use instead of 1 second, I'm looking at the point. Instead of listing how many governance tokens are available for voting or how many governance tokens are used in farming, LPs, etc., because that's a really broad point. We can just say how many governance tokens are in the top dexes in Xdai, and we list how many tokens are in Honeyswap, how many in Swapper, how many in Sushi, and that's one way. That's one way to phrase it and to give like an accurate number.
Yeah, you could say the top 5 dexes have
Yeah,
approximately, I don't know, 30%.
Yeah, I think like we can
I mean,
leave
since it's a
leave
24/7
7.
market, so it's going to be hard to pin down.
No, I mean I don't know if NT do you would like to take this one. I mean 5. I don't feel like 5 is going to take you more than an hour. So if you want to start working on 7,
Yeah, I can probably try. I'm not I'm trying to learn some data things, but I'm not too
I
good
mean,
with that yet.
and if not, I mean, I can also look into it. But if we see it very like not so clear, we can just get rid of 7.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'll just start and we'll see how it ends up.
Okay.
Well, I have a question also because TEC is for governing, but isn't wrapped XDI also used in governance?
No, like we only use TC for governance.
Well, I thought there was a question about, I remember having in one of these meetings, there was a question about, or maybe it's maybe that was the currency requested, the crypto, the token requested.
People is getting paid in DAI.
Okay, yeah, but they can also get paid, I guess, in TEC as well if they wanted to, right? Because there was a discussion here within the Transparency Working Group, and I don't know if, I think it was Ivy mentioned something about just making a particular column to where it said XDAI. I don't know if that was on the decision tracking sheet, but
Oh, you're talking
there
about
was something about that it can be any other type of token as well.
you probably talking about this, like treasuries, and if you see laser tag treasury, like they have rapid ETH and TC, but then if you want transparency, we only hold, I mean, the rapid XDAI and then 0.50 XDAI that I just sent because I was thinking we need that for the fees, but honestly we don't need it.
Okay, yeah, that's quite possibly could have been what it was. Yeah, all right.
But yeah, I mean, on the Transparency Working Group, we're only paying people with rapid XDAI. I mean, the thing is, like, TC is getting volatile. Like, if we buy a lot of TC now, I mean, if if anyone says like, oh, I would like to get paid on TC for these next 3 months, then we just buy TC with this. We hold this money as a working group, and then we could just buy TC, and then we can pay you in TC regarding the price. But I would say like this is too much speculation. And
yeah.
The easier way is like you just get paid in XDAI, and then if you want to buy TC, it's like in the moment you get paid, you just buy TC, right?
Yeah, because the fees are pretty minimal.
Yeah, there's no fees in here, like 1 cent. Okay.
Yeah, apologies. I didn't mean to throw it off on a tangent.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I think this topic got covered. So yeah, like Ivy's taking 1, you Rich are getting 2 and 3. I'm getting 4. Enti's getting 5. I'm getting 6, and Enti's getting 7. And of course, like we can, that we being assigned doesn't mean like we are going to work alone. Like we are, doing the first presentation, but then we are all working on all the points all together. So I think that would be a like more fun experience, and also a better result.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
So
I missed. I had to cut out on my computer partway through 7. So what did you guys decide in terms of the tokens and like their availability on dexes and all that?
I mean, we just have this document like for the audit, and we just say like getting someone responsible for making this template available. Ideally by next week, but also like we can work in a couple of weeks. And then yeah, but like for example, like myself being assigned on 6, that doesn't mean like I will start working on this doc. And this is a live document, so anyone can join. And if like you can also,
Guyan was asking about what the decision was as far as like how to account for the voting tokens that are on the other dexes.
Exactly.
What the decision was for that, and I think it's just to choose like the top
Yeah,
the
actually,
top
yeah.
dexes, and then try and calculate the overall percentage of the circulating token over there on those dexes, between all the dexes, not to give any firm numbers because it'll change.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And in terms of knowing those dexes, would that just be on like CoinMarketCap, or what's the way to find that?
That's one
Each
place
dex,
to start, I guess.
I mean,
each desk has like a graph that tracks tokens or just an info page, and you can look up
okay.
pretty much
Can you
everything.
can you drop the link on transparency?
Yeah, for example, this is 1 second. Mm, this is the TEC page in Honeyswap. Transparency. Okay, there you can see how much TCs
Yeah.
in the DEX.
But what about the other dexes? And this is not working for a very long time.
Yeah, I mean each DEX. What I'm thinking, or I have to look closer into it. But what I'm thinking is, just take the contracts for the LPs. Like you have TC Honey and TC XDAI, and take the contracts for the pairs in other dexes as well, the same way, and just track the information from there. Because you can literally go to Block Scout and see the LP token TC Honey and see how much of that LP is Honey and how much TC and all that.
I feel like this, for example, like this TC Honey, this like there is not only for one person. Like there is probably a lot of people, right?
Yeah, but like I thought the request was to just look the amount of TC in the DEX, not the amount per person.
Oh, I see.
There's
Yeah.
2,000. There's 2,600. I guess that would be what the 2,600 down at the bottom is the where it says pooled tokens.
I think that's the number we want to include in the audit. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
But there is like different pools. Like if you go here on TC, there's also this pool.
Yeah, but we can calculate
Each
the
pool.
amount of TC tokens. Like for example, the overall amount of tokens is about 2,729 on
Mhm.
at least on Honeyswap, and
Yeah.
I just have to make the same operation on each DEX and just put that on the document.
Okay. Yeah, that seems like a nice idea. And then yeah,
I was going to ask as well the point 7. The last point says like where and how they were used, but I feel like that's probably sort of the same as the
yeah.
part 3, I think, which accounts for the votes. So I feel like that's going to be a bit like saying the same thing 2 times. I don't mind doing it, but
No, I mean, yeah, totally. Like, actually, when we built part 7, that was like a last suggestion, like last second. So, yeah, actually, yeah, the idea is like you take part of it and yeah, like you build it the way like you think it's the best way to present to the community.
okay.
And then also like we're also going to share like hosting discussions for those. And yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Also, like, I made the forum post regarding the multisig transparency. Like, I'm building a document myself. Having all the addresses linked to a name. My intention is make this document public, but there were some objections during some calls, and then yeah, like we have to make a vote, like if the community wants this information to be transparent or if they prefer it like to have it privately just in case we need it. I'm really trying to push it to make it public because I think like TC money should keep accountable and
Can I
and
make
available. Mhm.
Sorry, I mean, to interrupt. Thought you were done. I was gonna say if I can make a suggestion that if the working groups, whatever working groups have multisigs, that you can just put the working group name in the multisig wallet. You know, if people are against it, if people are against their names being
Yeah, I mean, we already.
known, but I think being transparent about it. I understand there's all sorts of issues on either side of it. You know, like if you just show, there could be one individual that has multi-sigs for 6 different working groups, and I don't know. That to me, that's something that the community should know.
Yeah, totally. That's what I think.
But yeah, so I mean, like I said, there's arguments on both sides, but regardless, I think the wallet, the
I feel when you're holding, TC money is not Septi's money, Ivy's money, or Ratio's money, or anyone's money. It's just TC money, and there is people that is hosting accountable for that money. And I really think, like, to be fair with the community, anyone should know everything about this money. Like, I don't care, like, and that doesn't mean like you need to use you're not like like if you are in a multisig, that doesn't mean you need to use your own address, like the one used to hold your money, because anyone could see what do you have. But then you can just create a fresh wallet and then use this one to sign multisig activity in the TC, but then anyone knows this is Ratio, for example.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, if it's a new wallet and that's what they're using, I mean, I don't see the issue on it.
Yeah, I mean, people is just lazy that they don't want to make wallets. I don't know, but yeah, the only argument I was having against make it public, like people being aware of their privacy, but I feel like privacy is your own business to get care of it, right? Like if I'm signing with my wallet and anyone knows, that's my fault. Like it's my job to put a new fresh wallet that anyone knows it's my funds in other wallets.
Yeah, I also think like if working groups are supposed to be open for basically anything, contributions, any kind of um I think it's like uh people gotta be careful with gatekeeping stuff inside of work. I think that's on the long term that's probably going to hurt. Like, what if I join the transparency working group and I don't know the multisig and I'm supposedly part of the working group, but I don't, it's like I'm in the group, but I'm not part of it.
Yeah, but you're not in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
And I think, like you said too, like if they're open, if they want to be funded, they should be transparent.
That's something I don't. That it's mislead. Like I don't think like working groups are open. Like I feel like the TC funds are open, but then it's like if you see something, anyone sees something that wants to be built on the TC. The thing is like you go to the gardens, you make a proposal, and then you say which is the team you are going to work with. And then like transparency right now, we just pretty small team, and we can we have some issues that we can distribute with some members. But like when it doesn't mean we have to like right now Ratio is taking part too. If someone comes and says, "Oh, I want to contribute," oh wait, but we already assigned the issues and there's no more issues we can assign. So that doesn't mean like, yeah, I feel like we're open, but
I mean, of course,
we're open as a community. Like everyone takes the
I mean, you're always going to have people like with certain roles, and that doesn't mean that anyone can just jump in and take on that role. But it doesn't mean that having people in certain roles doesn't mean that you are close, anyways. And at least as far as structure, what I understand is like tech has decided to use a horizontal structure, and I think like when you start to gatekeeping information or access to any kind of tool, you sort of build a vertical line on
Yeah.
the organization, because then to do X, I have to ask you first, and probably you're assigned to do that because someone has to do it, but it doesn't mean that you're keeping the information or the role for yourself or something.
No, I think actually, I think like all the information should be available, and but then like imagine my role is, I don't know, update Twitter, and then I'm asking to the commons, oh, I want to update Twitter, I need this amount of money to update the Twitter, and you could also say in the commons, I want to update the Twitter, but then it's up to the token holders to decide who is accounting the Twitter, like the commons is giving out the money. That's how
I
I
have,
see it, at least.
I have a question. Like, I agree with Inti as far as the gatekeeping and stuff. I have a question as far as, let's go back to how proposals are funded. They're funded in wrapped XDAI,
Yeah.
correct? That's how they're funded. What stops a proposal from taking that wrapped XDAI, converting it into TEC, and then voting against the proposal?
Yeah, nothing.
So,
But but the thing is, you cannot vote against anything.
well, you can vote
Yeah.
no.
No,
No,
well,
no, no.
in conviction voting, you don't really vote your preference. You vote with your conviction. And like theoretically, you don't have negative conviction. You just have conviction towards something, or you don't have any conviction at all. So you don't like you can't uh, vote negative.
Yeah, if for example I don't
Okay,
like
well,
this.
so all right, so let's take that away then. So say there's no negative, but what's to keep? My point is, what would keep a proposal or a team or whoever it is that puts in the proposal from taking whatever they're funded with Rapdex die to push proposals?
Um, well, I think.
Yeah, it's the same for. Oh, sorry for interrupt. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, you first.
Well, I was just gonna say that in gardens, first of all, you have Celeste as a way to protect the gardens. So if by any means someone was trying to do some like if someone was trying to behave bad in the governance process, you can just challenge the proposal and call gardens. And also, I think at least that's how it works in one hive, but I'm pretty sure it works like that here as well. Um, you use groups use multisig precisely because you need consensus on a group, and uh, we make the assumption that an entire group of people won't like sign a transaction to vote on their preferences, because that's like maybe I can do it myself like as a person, but as a group you're just putting way too much people into a bad place, because what's with your reputation once you do something like that.
Right, right. Yeah, you're expecting a certain number of good actors in a multi-sig wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was just curious. That's all. I mean, it's just
actually, it's reputation at stake. Like people, who is known in the community have some reputation, and this is the most people who's holding multi-sigs. And if these people misbehave, like they have their reputation at stake, and also, the same point would be, what would stop anyone to put $1 million by TC and start passing proposals? Nothing,
yeah.
actually.
Right, right. But that's different. I mean, it's the same, but it's different. That's on a personal level versus like being. My point was like being funded by the TEC and then turning around and taking that funding and then manipulating proposals. That was my point. If somebody wants to come in and dump $1 million, I mean, I guess that's their prerogative.
But
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it the same thing in the example you're talking about? Ratio is like you get X die just from being paid, right? That's what you're saying is you're getting your money and then you're putting that in.
Yeah. But that's that's individual. I was talking about like working groups. But if all working groups have, because typically like your proposals, all working groups, I assume, have multi-sigs. So they have multi-sigs.
So you're wondering about a working group as a whole gaming the system, so to
Right.
speak.
Right. Yeah.
Like
Splinter
faction going rogue. Sort of thing.
Yeah. It was just a thought. I'm not saying it's happening. I was just.
Yeah, and another thing, Ratio, like we have to prevent this. Like when we did the hatch, so with the hatch, like there was a trusted seed, and all the people in the trusted seed was getting TC at $1, and like some people put 100K or whatever, and they have like there is a very based in trust seeds. Actually, like I would say 80 or 90% of the token holders are inside the trusted seed. And yeah, all these people are well known, and all these people have reputation at stake. And like even Gravity is asking for 51K. Like this is in TC. It's nothing. It's like 20K max. Like when you're buying, like the price is going up. So this is very low amount of TC. And actually, this is also like the problem I'm seeing in the TC, and this is something I personally don't feel confident with. Like I feel like the community is a bit we call ourselves open, but our way of minting tokens is very hard for people who was not in the hatch to get the same amount of governance that the people who was in the hatch.
Right.
I was really promoting
that goes back to Dune, right? To where like the top 15 wallets hold 50%. Is it 15 or 20 wallets hold 50% of the TEC tokens?
Yeah, I think it was something like that. Let me.
And in terms of voting, is it like one token, one vote? This is
Yeah.
pretty ignorant question. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
We were not, because I haven't voted yet either.
we were using to get governance decisions. We were using quadratic voting, but since the launch, we cannot. No one is stopping anyone to. I have 10 TC tokens. No one is preventing me from sending one TC to 10 addresses and then voting with full power. And then
that makes no sense, though. Like after the hatch, quadratic voting has been stopped.
Yeah,
but you would think that quadratic voting would be more important after the hatch.
Agreed.
Because the people in the seed, as you're seeing,
But
12 wallets hold 50% of the tokens, and then those 12 wallets could say what proposals pass or don't pass, right?
Yeah.
Like I think it depends a lot on more stuff. Like because in quadratic voting is tricky because then you need more tools on top to prevent from to be secure against civil attacks. For example, where you can, like Septimus said, you can make a bunch of different addresses and vote for a proposal, and the quadratic formula will just go to your advantage. It's also on the roadmap for Gardens, I think, to implement quadratic conviction voting, which I think would be really cool.
But I think that.
Yeah,
do you think that's worth? Because even if you have conviction, quadratic voting, I will just split my tokens on different addresses and vote for the transparency proposal, right?
But that's more effort, though.
The Gardens,
and then can't you track? But can't you, like, I don't know how Gnosis is or how Ethereum is, but like if I had 100 tokens and I sent 50 or whatever 20 tokens from one wallet to another wallet, there's still a record of that. I mean, it's open.
Yeah. Also, like, at least on the Guardian's version of quadratic conviction voting, you would be required to use Bright ID to confirm that you like you would
Yeah.
use one address per person, so you can really go on board. Like the same with, I don't know if you guys have used Celeste.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
you
yeah,
cannot stake.
it's what I was going to say. Like, if I'm on Celeste, then I just create one Bright ID for my mom, one Bright ID for my sister, one Bright ID for my brother. then I just take 20 honey on each address, right?
Yeah, but I guess, I mean, there's a lot of ways you can trick governance processes. But the more difficult they are to trick, there's like, how many people do you think that have the amount of people available to go to a Bright ID party and get verified and make connections, and then split all your TC in various addresses and then go on board? Like, I think
I mean,
it's probably not worth it for pretty much everyone. So it is unlikely to happen.
Yeah,
I'm not.
that's
I'm
the
not
only thing you can
sure.
really do is make it more difficult to
Yeah.
perform civil attacks like that.
Exactly.
Because you'll never be able to get rid of it completely.
Yeah, guys, I gotta go jump over to the comms meeting. Thank you all.
All
Yeah.
right, take care,
Thank you.
guys.
Yeah, we're actually on the top of the hour. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining the call. And yeah, like next call is going to be more discussing about those points. And yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining.
So,
Thank you, Seti.
Thank you everyone.
Thanks everyone.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.